Well, good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Going into work on my day off. I had a day off yesterday, part of my 3-day weekend, which would have been a 4-day weekend because of the holiday Monday. Shout out, no mail, President's Day. But I volunteered to work today, so some of the newbies could have off. You know, we want to make sure that the newbies aren't overworked. You know, we got to coddle to the newbies. Everybody needs off. Not Howard, though. Howard's at a funeral. So, Howard, sorry for your loss. It is a wintry, snowy wonderland. Here, let me do a quick little... Here we go. There's probably, my son did clear off my car for me, or his car and my car. There's probably 3-4 inches out there, 3 inches, but it's supposed to warm up. So, here, let me get a little view that way. Got a little something going there. A little something. So, lucky me. I'll be wearing my snowshoes today, which slows me up. Man, I look like a rough haircut. Nice. Hot red Solo cup. Come on, baby. Where is it? Excuse me. Maybe this. I won't. You can't see. It's hot, though. I went with the sugar-free mocha caramel. Ooh, shnikes. That would have been ugly. Mocha caramel. I am off. Okay, game time is off. Not really much to talk about other than my wife this morning. She's blind as a bat without her glasses. No lie. So I gotta remember that because she's always got her contacts in, so sometimes I forget, or her glasses. She stumbles upstairs asking me to find her glasses because she can't see a thing. So that's what I did. So ripped the bed apart, went behind it. It was in the blanket somewhere. So she could see everybody. She could finally see. She could see the light. Dog days, definitely the dog days. We got the combine coming up a week from Monday. I will be streaming it. Just looking at some of the information out there. Very curious that we added Paul Gunther to the coaching staff, but hell of a hire as our defensive running game coordinator or something like that. It's funny how they create names for all these guys. But you're hearing more and more about ex-players, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. I mean, everybody's coming out of the woodwork. Like, you're seeing a lot of Jimmy Johnson. You're hearing a lot of Jimmy Johnson stories coming out regarding just being accountable, not laughing and joking on the plane. Jimmy Johnson literally came up to Emmitt Smith and said, "Yo, bro, you guys keep talking, somebody's getting cut. There's nothing to be laughed about right now." And you think, wow, these new players, they need it. A lot of these new players are sheltered prima donnas, babies, and that's what they are. That whole Micah Parsons thing, I'm not happy with it. The more I think about it, the more I hear about there wasn't hardly anybody there. Not happy, people. I love the kid's talent, don't love the kid. Sorry, I don't. And if it was, I just don't. I think it's effing ridiculous. Unless we hear that they were, come on, you can't take a minute out of your day, but whatever. I really don't want to go down that road right now. There's nobody on the road, which I like. There's nobody on the road. Don't have to worry about the sun. with all this gray clouds. The snow is over. But little programming alert. Not sure about tonight's show. I don't believe Primetime's doing a show. Normally he would give me the heads up, but I'll know today. I'll let you know on my 2 o'clock Eastern lunchtime chat. But I will be doing something. I'll reach out to Sports Junkie. Me and Mark never did record. Mark, you know Mark. Yeah, I'll call you later. Next thing you know, he's live on his channel. So, again, whenever he can, it is what it is. Sorry, peeps. But I'm off Sunday, Monday. So, like tonight, I might do something. Like if Primetime doesn't want to do anything tonight, which I'd rather do something with him, maybe I'll do something tonight. I am going to watch the fights tonight, the UFC fights at 10 o'clock, but I'm not streaming it. But I'll definitely do streams over the weekend. I'll do one Sunday night, maybe with Prime or Sports Junkie or Loyal, and Monday I'll do stuff. So I may even go outside and do some stuff. I'll crank up the fire pit. But really getting excited about the draft. I just saw where the Pittsburgh Steelers just put in a request to host the draft. It was 26-27, so that probably wouldn't be next year, right? That would be the year after. I'm not sure, but the Steelers just put in to host the draft, which again there would be enough. I mean, I'll probably be going to these drafts for a while. I mean, it's not great for Cowboy fans. We don't have a lot of high picks this year, but that's mainly what I wanted to talk about. Creating ways. Obviously, restructures, but we need to identify. Mike Zimmer has to identify what players he's going to keep and what players that are good that don't fit in the scheme that we could flip. I brought up a name, Osa Odigizua. He's going in on a final year of his deal, making $1.4 million. Mozzie Smith, are we keeping Mozzie? Are we going to try and flip him? Maybe the Chargers for like a second round pick. You're not getting a first round pick, people. I don't even know that you're getting a second, but maybe we get a third. I ask you. I mean, you really need to look inside and see what. If he doesn't fit in Mike Zimmer's scheme, Mike Zimmer likes big defensive tackles. Okay? He likes smart safety. So look for us to address. Everybody's just forgetting about Malik Hooker. We have to know whether he likes Malik Hooker. If he doesn't, what are we doing? Mike, more on the defensive side of the ball. I want to be creative with guys like, I want to be creative with, like Osa, Mozzie, Michael Gallup. What are we doing with Michael Gallup? We need to create some draft picks. Looking at the draft, our pick is going to be Tyler Guyton. Is that his name? Tyler Guyton? I think that's his name, out of Oklahoma. As I sit here today, Guyton is going to be our pick to play left tackle. And I'm okay with it, but it's not the guy that I want. I want Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon. He's going to, everywhere I see Miami, you have to get ahead of Miami and the Rams or the Chargers or whatever. We got to get to 18. We got to get to 18, people. We got to be aggressive. All in. What does all in mean? I hear 105.3 the fans say, all in. Does that mean going to get Mike Zimmer and re-signing Dak and CD and possibly Micah? I said no. All in is not that. And then I'm listening to Sean and RJ, and RJ's like, well, RJ Choppy, he's saying, well, technically they went all in with Mike Zimmer. I'm like, what are you talking about? All in, you need to do more than what you had in the playoffs. That ain't all in. Let's stop moving the line. Do not let this organization off of the hook. All in means you need a linebacker in free agency. You need a defensive tackle in free agency. And I would say you need a running back in free agency. It don't have to be a great one, but If you get me those three, if you don't give me the running back, I'll be okay with it. But then go get me a corner possibly, or 2 linebackers, or possibly a safety. You know, we need to see like what's up at Marquise Bell. He's 6'2" and a half, 205, playing linebacker for us. We drafted him as safety. Haven't seen much of him at safety. So if Mike Zimmer looks at the tape and says, well, he really can't play safety for me, what are we doing with Marquise Bell? Okay? We need to be creative. Wanye Thomas, that's Primetime Phil's pet cat. I love Wanye. He's a good in-the-box safety. I think he could slide right in where Jaron Kurtz left. Play less linebacker, but he could be that safety in the box. What was the safety out of Oklahoma? Put it in the chat that we drafted, number 5, I think. Williams. He helped me out. In the box safety. Williams. Loved the pick at the time, but he couldn't cover a lick. Wanye can cover. So Wanye has a part on his team. So these are all things that we need to address. So are the Cowboys all in? There you go. That's the name of this video. We cannot let this team off the hook. We need multiple players in free agency that will allow us to draft, and we need to be creative trading players who don't fit Mike Zimmer. Do not put a square peg in a round hole. Do not. I believe Mike Zimmer, listen, you get yourself a couple extra picks. Get yourself a couple extra picks. Be, creative. I like Brock Hoffman at center if all goes wrong. But this is the time to go get that guy. If he's on the board at 18, you move up. We're at 24. That's 6 spots. I'll have to do the math. I plan on doing a lot of mock drafts, so we need to do the math. 100%. And we'll do it. So, like I said, I'm almost at work. Like Saturday, there's not much traffic, so I get here quick. But yeah, all in. What does that look like? What does all in? Dallas. Here you go. Dallas Cowboys all in? ? Please, people, let's keep the pressure on. Sports Junkie, I will definitely call you later, and it just is what it is. I'm glad we got our defensive coaching staff buttoned up. Now they're watching film. They're going to the combine. I hope Stephen Jones keeps his ass home, aka Cap Boy. And he needs to be working on a Dak extension and a CD extension. That's what you have to do. You don't have to do nothing with Micah right now. Dak and CD. That's what you need. So, I get to park at the municipal building on Saturdays, which is right next to the post office, which is always nice. So what I want from you guys is to put down some realistic players to flip in the draft or before the draft for picks. Who do you think may not fit in Mike Zimmer's scheme? Let me know what you think in the comments. All in. What does that mean? RJ Choppy? All in wasn't Mike Zimmer and re-signing Dak and CD. We're not letting you go. Linebacker, D-tackle, at least before the draft. Let me know what you think. Peace. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern time.